Hi, I'm Kathleen.
And I'm Sean.
And you're listening to the Dead Baby Bear podcast.
Dead Baby Bear. Long story.
Hey guys, welcome to the live podcast, Dead Baby Bear. This is Kathleen McGee.
And this is Sean the Cover.
I've decided to wear a jacket. Is that okay?
It's weird.
I forgot to wear a hoodie. I forgot to bring a hoodie.
Well, why are you wearing underneath?
Wait a minute. What does the audience think? Me in a jacket, respectable but overdressed.
Kelly Hansen. This guy's got money.
Or this.
Ooh.
How disgusting is this?
Fort Saskatchewan.
Me in a fucking t-shirt. Fat people shouldn't just come in t-shirts. You know what I mean? I mean, nobody here is fat but me, so you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm wearing a crop top tonight, but I only wear crop tops under my overalls.
What is a crop top?
It means so you show your belly button, and I get bigger girls are allowed to wear them now, according to Instagram.
Yeah, but you're not a bigger girl. You're a beautiful young lady.
You're right, but I am both. Anyway.
So what do you think? Jacket on or this idiot? Like this? Fuck, this is gross.
I don't know. They both look gross.
Jesus fucking Christ, Kathleen. Why are you ruining the podcast 1 minute in? Fuck, guys, right? I mean, that's rude. Usually when people come to a live podcast, it's because they're fans of it.
Yeah, we don't have any fans yet.
So this is just us talking and people going, what is it? Why are they doing this?
Yeah, they're like, yeah. Have you ever been to a live podcast taping before? No. Do you know what's going on at all? No. Yeah, it's really weird, right? It's just, yeah.
It's pretty fucked up. And he's not even saying that in like I'm not familiar with it, but I'm open to it. He didn't have that tone.
Yeah, how did you find...
His tone was more like, what am I doing here?
What did you come thinking this was like a comedy show?
Yeah.
They thought, he's like, yeah, but it's not yet.
Comedy's overrated. I've seen a lot of stand-up, and a lot of it is just bullshit.
It's pretty shitty.
It really is. It's just bullshit.
It's pretty shitty, and it's on Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, but having said that, we do have some great stand-up tonight.
We do have great stand-up.
We have 3 amazing comedians.
We do.
That are going to perform their best.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So what's new with you, Kathleen, other than crop tops?
I'm not wearing socks because I refuse to wear socks, even in the winter time.
Shut the fuck up. It's winter. Put socks on.
No, I hate socks. Socks.
You have to wear socks.
They're so restrictive. They really are.
They're not. It's not a condom. What are you fucking saying?
It's a foot condom. Every time I take them off, it's filled with toe cum.
I can't even feel the snow. Toe cum. That's inappropriate, Kathleen. We're trying to run a clean podcast tonight.
No, I don't. I've never liked socks.
No?
I hate them. Plus, I don't like washing them, and you gotta find the other one. It's just such a pain in the ass to have socks.
What the fuck are you talking about? How many people here don't wear socks as a part of their normal life?
Yeah, the bartendress. Yes.
You just don't? What's the, don't your fucking shoes reek?
Yeah, they do. You want to smell them?
Yeah. Let's just take a whiff. It girl reeks. You know, but it doesn't human man reek.
It smells like corn chips. It smells like my dog's toes.
I never don't wear socks.
Oh, now do I have to smell yours? Yeah,
you do.
Oh, no.
And this is fucking 100 times worse than yours. And I always wear socks. I have never put my feet in these without socks on. And I want you to smell. You won't even be able to take it all in.
Oh my God.
I want you to breathe out. And then breathe entirely in through your nose until your lungs are full.
Oh,
don't fail prior to that. And go.
Oh, wow.
I knew she wouldn't be able to fucking take it.
It's so, like, boy smelling.
No, well, I have worse foot BO than the average man.
That smells like hockey equipment.
It does smell. Yeah, it smells like hockey equipment.
My brother was a hockey player, and our basement smelled like hockey equipment all the time.
Were you a hockey puck? Were you looking to fuck puck, guys?
No, I was never a puck bunny. My best friend was a puck bunny, so I just had to be around while she puck bunny.
Oh my God! You're holding
team.
The door to a porta potty closed.
She could find a hockey team.
This one's still busy.
I would be holding her purse.
Oh, they tipped it over. They're really going at it.
She could find a hockey team in any bar.
Really?
Like
she could just tell by looking at their bums or their hair.
And their awful hair. No, but once we met the UBC hockey team in Calgary at Cowboys.
Ooh, that sounds like fucked.
Jana comes over, she goes, I found the UBC hockey team. I'm like, oh great. It was adventurous, but it was a weird night.
And then you wake up and you're like, I fucked a winger. He told me he was a center, but then
so
I
embarrassing.
saw his picture and he was third unit right wing.
What's the worst
He didn't play
player?
any special teams.
What's the worst player a girl
And he
could
can't-
fuck
what?
from a hockey team? What's the worst one? Goalie?
Backup goaltender.
Backup goaltender.
They're the drummer of the hockey world. Yeah, you're not getting a whole lot of backup goalie puss.
I mean, I'm the type of girl that would go after the backup goalie.
You would, because
I totally would.
you like to fuck with pads on.
Yeah, I do.
It's not a bad way to get railed. Put those pads on and fuck me.
Oh my god, it's like that Tim Hortons commercial with Sidney Crosby with the kids.
Yeah, just like that.
How can we make hockey funner? It's like, have girls fuck us.
Oh, Crosby got his fingers dirty. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, of course he did. He looks, I mean, ugh. Hockey players are gross. Hockey players are
Like a quick flashback to his sexual experience there, which prevented you from speaking for 3 seconds. You were like, oh yeah, oh god, I can't believe I let him do that. Anyways,
oh
this
my
is your
god.
first live podcast, Kathleen. I think you're
No,
holding
this
it down
is not
so
my
far.
first live
No, it
one.
isn't?
This isn't my first rodeo.
Oh, that's right, because you were with a couple of other guys before me.
Yeah, before you. I've done a lot of guys in the
You were
podcast
with
world.
Darren Frost and Dave Martin.
Yeah, we did that one live at the Winnipeg Comedy Festival. I also did I did Table 9 Club, and that was with
right.
live. And then I did Stop Podcasting Yourself live.
All
Live
right.
podcasts are fun. Are they fun? Yeah.
See, they're waffling on it.
They're waffling.
That's fine. I don't blame them. It's early in the show. Luckily, we built a bridge to laughter.
We did.
By bringing stand-up comedians here tonight. Do you want to introduce our first comedian?
Okay.
Who's also the producer of this podcast.
Yeah, that's the most exciting part. He has to sit through this every week, so you guys think it's tough for you. And
don't worry, he's very high for it.
He's very high for it. Are we staying on here while he does, or do we
No,
get
no,
off?
we're leaving. We're
leaving.
vacating.
Okay, good.
How dumb. Would you imagine that? We're sitting back here.
I
like,
don't know.
I don't know what he's doing.
That would be weird to do stand-up and have 2 people sitting behind you, actually. That would be
Every time you hear a laugh, you're like, are they making a face? Are you laughing at that joke or the face he's
Maybe
making?
we should stay up
Oh,
here.
Kathleen's on her phone. I guess I'm eating an ass up here. Kathleen's checking her phone, chewing ice with a straight face, preparing what story she's gonna tell about fucking during the next break. Don't pee, you're not wearing socks. That'll fucking run right into the goddamn floor. That's another reason to wear socks, is so you can clean up your own urine in the kitchen.
They're like urine tampons for your feet.
Yeah, I piss right in the kitchen floor and then I sop it up with my socks. I don't go to the bathroom at all. I haven't been to a bathroom in 6 years. I shit in the sink and run hot water for 3 minutes and then I piss on the floor and sop it up with my socks.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of freedom in that. More laundry, less toilet paper.
Your
I haven't
wife
had
is
a
a
toilet.
lucky woman.
She is a very lucky woman. Yeah.
Do they call you Sean Piss Socks Lacomber?
I changed them immediately, Kathleen, for God's sakes.
Do you watch them or does Jessica watch them?
I wash them.
Okay,
I
good.
do all the laundry. And
Oh,
I
good.
don't even separate the whites. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, that's how into multiculturalism I am.
Yeah, I'm laundry woke too. I don't separate nothing.
You're laundry
Everything-
woke.
We're laundry woke. I don't. I'll separate nothing. No, it's all.
No,
Everybody
whites
goes
are going in with everything else. Even if the whites change to a slightly different color, I don't.
Cares.
They make the cutest shirts. Don't you find? When white shirts turn slightly pink, don't you find that that's the cutest baby?
That is the cutest baby. I
almost like a half
always
Asian
love. I always
baby.
love when whites change a little different in their color because they start listening to hip hop or something.
Oh man.
I've seen it happen to a lot of white males.
This is going better than I thought it was.
It's going great. We're
I
gonna
thought
do
it was
this
gonna go
again.
fucking terrible, and people are gonna be like, "I'm leaving."
Yeah.
Imagine a walkout
These
during
girls
a live
might
podcast.
leave. I don't know.
No, they're gonna stay for the whole thing. That's their normal face. But they're in it for the long haul, Kathleen.
They're in it for the long.
If I was
we
sitting
all
in the
are.
front row, you'd think I was leaving the whole fucking time. Believe me, if I was in that seat, you'd be like, "What is that guy doing? Why did he take his jacket off and not explain it?" You know? So at least me wearing this now, having said, "Look at me, I'm hideous," now I can wander around in this all night and nobody can really call me on it. You asked for it.
You've really thought this out.
I really have.
All right.
Anyways, who's our first comedian?
Our first comedian is the producer of this show. He produces a lot of shit, is what I'm saying. But he's also a very, very funny comedian, and I'm so excited that he's finally going to be able to talk with a microphone on the podcast. Usually he's just muffled in the back saying something, but he's here tonight, and he's going to tell some jokes, and then we're going to have a little chit chat. Everybody, give it up for the very funny Jim Kerr.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's all right. Yeah. Give it up for these two guys. Yeah. We record the podcast at my place, and I'm surprised I'm still living there, so that's good. There's times where I wonder. It's crazy out there right now, though, guys. Did you know there's a syphilis outbreak in Alberta? Did you guys hear about this? I don't even know what syphilis is. There's a syphilis outbreak in Alberta, and it's everywhere. Like, it's outside of Red Deer even. And I just think we need to come together as a community and find a way to stop having to drive through Red Deer. I think that's the first thing that we have to do. But what I really came to talk to you here tonight is about separatism. The sad thing is there's enough fucking idiots in our province right now that we might separate. Like that's a thing that might happen. So I'm trying to have fun with it in my mind, like getting used to the idea. Like, okay, no pipelines. Like I can just fuck it, we're keeping all of it, everything. You don't get any. And it's like, well, what would our currency be? Barrels of oil for big stuff, 8 balls of coke for little stuff. I think would be the. Because that's an Alberta thing, right? That's the stereotype. Albertans do a lot of cocaine. It's a stereotype. It's also the truth, unfortunately. But I saw the most beautiful example of this. A couple of those up north boys sitting having lunch together. One said to the other, "Fuck, man, you know you're getting old when you wake up with leftover cocaine." And his buddy was like, "Fucking rights, man." It's like, wow. People do so much coke here that it's like a sign of maturity to have some left. And it's like an Alberta savings account. I don't know. I think we should separate, though. I think it'd be fun. We could we could save money, red tape production. We could save money by keeping the national anthem. We could keep the tune, but just change the words a little bit. Like, "Oh, Canada?" All right. How about this? Hear me out. "Oh, fuck yeah, bud." Alberta's fucking sweet. I think that writes itself. I don't know how we'd market ourselves though, because I don't know. We'd have to aim high. I think we'd have to aim high like Saskatoon. Do you guys know what Saskatoon calls itself? The Paris of the Prairies. Swear to God, I saw it in downtown Edmonton on a big billboard. I was like, maybe in Toronto, motherfucker. I've been there. They call themselves the Paris of the Prairies, so I was like, okay, I wonder what that's all about. Let me look it up. Maybe there's a lot of French people there. Nope. Maybe there's a lot of European architecture. No, again. They have bridges. They have 8 bridges, and Paris also has bridges. What? I've watched a CFL game. You're not the Paris of any. You're barely the Saskatoon of the prairies. But I think that we should take that same approach for Alberta. Edmonton, okay, we got 2 glass pyramids and a river. Egypt of the West. Bank it. Calgary's in the mountains, little Switzerland. Done. Keep Red Deer and Lethbridge. I don't know, I think that would work for us. I think the best part, though, is it's going to end. This whole separatist thing is going to end when all those fucking idiots realize that they've made us the Quebec of the West. They'll be like, fuck, we hate those guys. It's like, no, Quebec loves us now, and that's just creating we're creating a weird, well, it's kind of like 2019 porn. It seems incestuous, but it's probably not. I don't have to see your search histories. Porn's scary right now. Have you guys noticed this? When I was a kid, you used to have to dig for weird stuff. Like 2 Girls, 1 Cup, you found that eventually, but you were like, how the fuck did I get here? Jesus Christ. Now, front page of any porn site, you could see something and I saw this, Exchange student missing vaccines sleeps with stepmom for ride to the clinic. What? And it was an hour long. Like, okay, I'm too old for porn. That's an hour long. Like, I watched it. I wanted to see if one guy got weaker throughout the episode, but it wasn't that good of a movie. But when I was finished, I clicked on Pornhub. Also has a safe for work section. I couldn't believe it. Once I was finished, I clicked it, and it's just videos of like a guy being nice to women and like cartoons and shit. But there's still big dicks and pussies and all the ads around it, which my boss, zoned right in on. Looking for work is what I'm saying. Did anyone take a scooter here tonight? Too cold. You would have, but too cold. Well, that's cool. I managed to not take one because I'm an adult. The thing that I've loved though seeing is like a lot of these like these Alberta boys that would walk past you and be like, "Nice fucking scarf, bro." You see them doubling on one. It's like these are like the most homophobic, hate-filled dudes are one pothole away from becoming boyfriends. You know, don't even notice. Ding ding. It's getting weird in my neighborhood. I don't know if it's like this in your neighborhood, but there's one guy who works harder than all the other delivery and rideshare people. This guy, whatever I do from my place, I get the same dude. Uber, skip the dishes, everything. It's the same guy. And so it's either walking up to the door like, "Oh, Jim, this is the third time this weekend I've delivered to you." And it's like, first of all, keep your fucking voice down, if you don't mind. Or it's the same fucking guy being like, if you just drank a little less, you could drive yourself home. Let me live my life, man. And why do you always turn it to country when I get in? I've noticed that lately. It's bothering me. I need to get it off my chest. They'll turn it from something cool to country. And I asked, I was like, "Do you even like country?" He's like, "Fuck no." What about me? I'm that guy that Kathleen was talking about that listened to hip hop once. Come on, man. Someone asked me recently if I could have lunch with anyone in history, who would it be? Dean, who would you have lunch with? Anyone in history?
Gandhi?
Gandhi. Ooh. How about you? Who would you have lunch with? Who? Someone probably a very smart person. I want to meet the guy who invented the Lazy Susan. Because I want to know how he named it. Like what, just took like the person he hates the most and equality. Just like every time he sits down, Susan asks for something, he's like, "I fucking hate that bitch." So I'd like to meet him and learn that story, but then also tell him that 200 years later, we're still ripping on that bitch. How does something like Lazy Susan catch on? I'm trying to find ways in my own life to make that work. Like the other week, I had to call a plumber. And I told him my stinky Jessica was plugged. And he was like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, man, my toilet. I'm trying to make it catch on." Hasn't caught on yet, but guys, the stinky Jessicas are just down to around the corner. There's a male stinky Jessica and a female stinky Jessica. And I want to talk about one more thing. I want to talk about charcoal masks. Because a lot of people are getting in trouble for blackface right now and white women aren't. And I just think there's something there, Like, picture how many white women across Canada sat here a month ago, just looking at their TVs, like, "That Trudeau makes me sick." And it's like, you call them out, you mention that to a woman, and they go, "It's not the same." Like, okay, well, what's blackface? Well, that's when you put like a black paste all over your face, and you put it on social media. It's like, well, what's a charcoal mask? What's when you put It's an exfoliant. It's like, all right, well, what's with the cornrows then? It's like, I don't know. I just feel like you can't you can't wear a charcoal mask and be mad at Justin Trudeau for blackface. Like, he's like, I just take costumes too far. It's like, I think you fucking take skincare too far. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the show. I'm Jim Kerr.
Pull up your chair, Jim. Pull it up. Do your own work here. You're the producer.
Yeah, that's right.
Jim, okay, we gotta share a microphone, so we gotta sit next to each other.
Just like the old days of Dead Baby Bear.
Just like the olden days. I put the jacket back on because now that I'm sitting, the shirt is disgusting. So we're gonna have to go with a jacket open concept. Jim, great set, everybody. Give it up for Jim Kerr. What a great set.
Thanks, guys.
STIs.
Yeah, STIs.
He went there.
It's real.
They're real.
What? An outbreak? What the fuck?
A syphilis outbreak?
Yeah.
And seniors are getting it, I've heard.
That's what I've heard that too.
It's mostly seniors.
Well, when you're a senior, you're gonna raw dog it all the time because you can.
I guess that's true.
I just thought they used like 60s condoms. Like super thick intestinal based.
Sheep wool? No, sheep skin. They still make those.
Sheep wool condoms? Those would
It's
be
fucking in the
itchy.
winter.
Those would be itchy.
Wow.
Yes.
So are STIs.
Sheeps.
I've heard.
I love it. Okay, you said that you talked about the two girls, one cup, and you said everyone's seen it. I've not ever seen it, and I never will.
I managed to avoid it myself. Like I was peripheral to it.
No, I've never even allowed it to be in the room on while I'm in the room. No, I know.
Other
what
people
it's
have tried
about.
to pressure you into watching it?
Yes, people love. Oh, you haven't seen it? You should really watch it. It's like when a girl finds out that a dude hasn't seen The Notebook, and then she's like, okay,
The Notebook.
you have to watch The Notebook.
That's how shallow you think men are. Our version of The Notebook is semen drinking.
There's two girls, one cup.
What are men like? A lot of semen drinks.
Even worse, it's poop.
Yeah, cum shakes.
It's not semen, it's poo, isn't it poo?
It's poop.
Was it poo?
Yeah, that's what two
I don't
girls
know.
want.
It's better than semen. I'd rather eat shit than, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Rather eat
that's
shit
such a
than.
guy.
Would you rather eat? Come on. No, there we go. We're out of here.
That is such a guy answer. They wouldn't eat cum.
I just think it's great that they're leaving, you know? I like that was their breaking point. We've been talking a loaded fucking nonsense.
This is every
20
week
minutes.
in my
And then all of
condo.
a sudden, okay, what would you rather eat, shit or cum? And they're like, don't make me think about that again. But they're gonna be home. They're gonna be driving that Tercel all the way thinking, what would I rather eat, shit or semen?
Well, if you've never thought of it.
Well, no, that's such a guy answer to say you'd rather eat shit than cum. Like, really? Yeah, like, just, honestly, I've never tried shit, but cum is palatable, at least. Like, you can...
All right, quick survey of the crowd. Is it palatable? By a round of applause.
It's not.
Oh!
Compared to shit. Yeah, whoever said compared to shit. Compared to shit, cum is much more palatable. That was my point. I didn't say, it's delicious, I love it. I just said I would be able to swallow cum, I wouldn't be able to swallow shit.
And how
All
much? What is it the same amount of each?
I think we should move to Wexit. I think we've done a lot of shit. We've already lost 2 people, Jim. We don't want the whole goddamn crew to get up.
Wait, this is funny because, like, okay, what's the most traumatizing thing that you've heard on him since we started? Because he has to watch every podcast. Most of the time he's on the phone, but sometimes we traumatize him.
You know what? I don't think I could say one thing. It's
because he doesn't remember any of them.
every week there's something where I'm like, Jesus Christ.
How do you accidentally suck a dick?
It's a good
You're asking me this?
I get it. It's true. I get it. That's happened to me before. It was like, I'm just hanging out with a dude and I accidentally sucked his dick.
So it can happen.
It can happen. It's a real
it can
thing.
happen.
And this is pre-Me Too, so it's different. But now now you can't do this shit anymore. You can't.
Yeah,
just
you probably
suck
can accidentally suck a
accidentally
dick
suck
because
a
the
dick.
guy would be like, "Excuse me."
Yeah, you can't accidentally suck
Did I
dicks
give you my
anymore.
enthusiastic consent? Oh no, I guess
Yeah,
I
because
did.
you'd have to have like consent hand signals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's a dick in your mouth. Is it okay if I do? And then you're like, ooh, you know, because the dick's already in your mouth. So you got to work out some like consent. You know what I mean? That's consent. Boom. Go ahead. Keep ramming that in my mouth.
You know what my favorite part about that act now was? You just assumed that all my dicks were gaggers. That because you're just like I'm just getting giant dicks only. I can tell you that is false.
Oh, I'm sure you've had a couple HB pencils in your mouth for sure. A couple of half chewed through HBs. You're gonna fucking, tickle the eraser.
What about Wexit?
What about Wexit? All right, Wexit, sure. I'll bring the ladies back down. The dirty part's over. Oh, they're gone. That's fine. They're not waiting by the door till it gets cleaner, Jim.
I don't think so. I'll check. I'll run after him and check.
Jim's mom is here.
Oh, okay. Did she the one of the ones that left? Oh,
she's
Jim's
one of the
mom.
ones who
She's
came.
she's
There she is.
fine. Good for her.
This is how you know a supportive parent, right? Like they'll sit through common shit-eating talk and still be very proud of her son, as you should be, because he's a hard worker, and I'm not
I don't
aware
think she said
that
she was
he's
very
eaten
proud.
cum or shit. I don't know if he has done either. But anyway, yeah, Wexit. What do you think about Wexit? If people who don't care about Canada don't know.
I don't know.
Alberta wants to separate from Canada because some of them are pouting that they didn't.
I saw a picture
get
from
rid
the
of.
rally. It was a guy wearing a knockoff Eskimos jersey leading it. And I just thought there was something weird about that.
Where did they have it at the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy or something?
Scootin' Boogie Bowling Hall or something.
I just love it. Like, this is so dumb these people are. They're like, you guys are just writing material for everyone. Like, you're just, we're going to have it at the Boots Googie Booby. But we are serious about separating from this piece of shit country.
You know what I would love to do is go to one of those Wexit rallies and talk about how they're not supporting the Canadian troops. Like, that would fuck those guys up.
That would mess
We
them
need
up.
to get out of Canada. Like, what about the troops that have fought and died for you, you motherfucker?
You're wearing
They'd be like, yeah, we need an Alberta poppy.
Alberta.
Blue poppy.
Just Jason Kenny's face. In a flower form. You know what I mean? Just Kenny's, and his mouth is open because he sucks dicks. I'm not a public servant. I don't give a shit. I don't have to explain myself in a closed door meeting. I just have two ladies walk out once in a while.
Fast forward 2 months where this is playing.
Oh yeah,
on
we
the
gotta
TV in the room
do
and
this, right?
Okay, so
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go.
So, as everybody who's never heard the podcast who is here tonight doesn't know, every single episode we scratch a ticket in hopes of us winning and never having to do this thing again. But
We've done 20 episodes. I think we've won $2.
Yeah, like five. No, we did win 5 once.
Oh, we've won $7.
Kathleen didn't split it with anybody.
No, I just took it and pocketed it. I'm not. Wait. No. Okay, so there's 3 different kinds. It's for Jim. There's one for each guest. You can pick which one you want. So we've got a Lucky
shit.
Sevens.
Gambling.
Went up to $7,777. What a good idea. Stocking stuffers, the naughty one, and
The
stocking
naughty one.
stuffers, the nice one.
Ooh.
So you can choose which one. If you win, you don't get any of it.
I'm gonna take Lucky Sevens.
I just wanted to tell the people who are in the audience tonight what kind of a person Kathleen is. She once bought her mom a fake scratch and win ticket for Christmas.
For Christmas.
So her mom spent Christmas morning thinking she just won $50,000. And then Kathleen told her mom that afternoon and fucking boiled her into tears.
I literally was like, well, I thought it was funny the whole time. Like, this is hilarious. And then I said, Mom, read the back. And then she starts reading it. It's like, if you believe this, you went to dumbass university. You know, that kind of thing. And, and I literally I've never seen my mom's face change from thrilled to horror, like so sad. She started to cry. And I felt so bad because she was like, literally, Christmas has been paid for. Christmas has been paid for. And then and that's when I realized that my family was in deep financial trouble because my parents divorced a year later. Anyway, I'm from a broken home. I'm proud of it.
See, that was a fun story.
did you scratch it?
No.
Scratch it.
I was okay.
Oh my
Listen!
Natasha's giving him
Get the
shit.
microphone and
Scratch it with the microphone?
No.
Scratch it with the mic. Do you have, what kind of nails do you got?
Cocaine nail.
Cocaine. Oh yeah, leftover cocaine nails.
Leftover.
I thought a lot of people finish with leftover cocaine. I just assumed they all flushed it, right? It's a shame drug.
Who would flush it?
A lot of people flush cocaine.
In this economy?
Yeah.
No one's flushing coke in Alberta in 2019.
Maybe during the boom.
No, but I know a lot
Maybe
of
during
people,
the boom.
every coke head that I know, like they'll do as much of it as they can, and then about 8 a.m. they flush it.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like, fuck, I'll never do this shit again. Fuck this. And then they wake up and call their dealer immediately.
Yeah, my friends are usually on the phone to someone at that point.
Did you win? You usually have to match.
I don't think so.
That's what I hate about these. I never know if I won.
Oh, I
anyway.
think I won $2 actually.
Hey-o!
You mean the Dead Baby Bear podcast?
The Dead
won
Baby
$2.
Bear went up to $7,777. Here's 2.
Yeah, you did. Did you win too?
It's in the prize box. That would be misleading.
Prize box 2. I guess that you did. I don't know. That's
Yes!
confusing. But yes, $2 for Jim Kerr. So
I'm a
far,
winner!
So far, he's winning the podcast. All right, Sean, can you bring up the next guest? Because I don't know which one is next.
We're gonna do...
Oh, what are we doing?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay. Well, okay. So that was fun. I'm having a good
Good
time.
job, Jim. Great job.
Your next guest is a very, very funny lady. She is tearing it up in Edmonton, all over the place, and I love her to death. The first time we ever toured together was in Fort McMurray, and it was one good night and one horrifying night. So she got a real taste of the road on comedy on the road. So everybody, give it up for my favorite lady, Natasha Lynn Myles.
Are we recording this?
Yes! Wax it!
Fuck, wax it. Yes, I'm so into it. Only if I get a firearm that's bedazzled and I get to join the United States so I can finally fucking make it. Okay, wax it stuff you guys don't like. Okay, whoa, whatever. I'm like that white shirt that was put in the dryer. Came out a little bit purple, you know? My dad's a dryer, he's black. I'm biracial. You guys are like, we're getting it. Whoa. Yeah, if you didn't get it, you're racist. Cool. I forgot this was a podcast. I actually forgot, and I was like, they don't understand my quietness. So everyone who's listening to this is just like, I think she forgot to speak. Like, anyways, I joined Weight Watchers at the end of summer because I'm a dumb bitch. Yeah, no, it's struggle because the thing about Weight Watchers and losing weight is it's Edmonton and no one wants to cuddle up with a thin girl during Edmonton winter. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. And it's an app. It's like back in the day, I'll explain for all the Gen Z Tide Pod eaters that might be here. Weight Watchers used to have to go and like talk in a circle and like talk about your like unhealthy eating habits and like it was like a community, you know? And now it's an app. It's like Facebook. A lot of Brendas, a lot of Susans on there just saying like what they ate that day. And so far my only contribution has been how many points is weed? 0 points. Yeah, no, not nice. No, fuck that. Because what does weed make you do, man?
Eat?
Yes! I'm a conspiracy theorist. They want you to stay in it, man. They want you to keep eating. They don't want you to win. They want you to fucking fail. It's fucked. So now, yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, you guys get enlightened like really slow. Like you guys are now, you're like, oh shit. They're catching on slow, podcasters, just so you know, they're catching on slow. The thing is what were we talking about? Sorry? Yeah, but what were we talking about with people? I'm not high. I would like everyone to know on the podcast that I've just been drinking. I haven't been doing any illegal substances. But yeah, so now I've just been getting high. posting like snack reviews on the app. It's just been like, the new Lay's limited edition, 7 out of 10. Real big one, yeah, sick. Try it out. I'm a Weight Watchers troll. I'm a troll! I'm a fucking troll. And is this giving me something to live for? No. Is this making me happy? Absolutely not. But it's giving me something, you know, like that. Okay, Weight Watchers, you guys are into it. I joined Weight Watchers while I was on my period. That's a bad idea, man. Because for those 7 days, menstruation, it's totally fucked up. Because I allow murder, I allow, assault. I allow a lot of things that shouldn't be allowed during those 7 days. And so I decided, it's a great time to just join Weight Watchers and become thin. But one good thing I have done during menstruation is I bought a menstrual cup. Are you guys familiar? Everyone's like, please stop. Don't talk about this. I actually didn't buy it. My mom bought it for me because they're pretty expensive. And I do comedy, so I can't afford it. But there's 2 different sizes. There's a pre-birth and a post-birth for obvious reasons, right? Like a head comes out. I don't know. Yeah. My mom bought me the post-birth. My mom friend is laughing very hard right now. I haven't given birth yet. One day, you know. So I was like, hey girl, I think a mistake was made. I just think an exchange needs to happen, honest mistake. Maybe she didn't know. And she literally looked at me and she's like, Natasha, I think it'll fit. I don't know if anyone on the podcast has ever been slut-shamed by their own mother. And it fit fine, it slid right up there. There was actually one time I wore it for 2 days. I didn't even know. I was like, nothing up here. There was definitely a menstrual cup. It was a half-egg silicone thing, in me. But they're really sustainable, so I'm doing my part for the environment. And I always go that one step further, and I actually save the blood and I donate it. So, blood, it's in you to give. Jesus, that's all I heard. Just pray for him. He might come. I don't know. I do give blood though, in all sorts of ways. I give it the legal way as well. Giving blood is stressful though. A nurse takes you into this room and she's like, listen, bitch, you need to let us know if you come into contact with hepatitis, HIV, diarrhea. Yeah, that's fucked. Because I have a cow's milk allergy and I have diarrhea often. So I'm like, girl, do you want me to just keep calling? And they make you write a whole fucking exam before. They're like, where were you in 1986? I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't even born. I wasn't born. And they're like, have you ever had sex with someone who's had sex with a sex worker who's done intravenous drugs? I'm like, probably! All of my exes are trash! Honestly, the whole thing is so anxiety-inducing, it makes me have diarrhea. And then I have to call them. It's fine. Being on your period, though, really makes you take stock of when was the last time you felt joy. I thought about it, and the last time I felt pure, unadulterated joy was my very last Scholastic book fair. You guys are really slow to the joke, but when you get there, you guys are like, yeah. Yeah, I was just in the basement of my school in front of the music room, it's about to go down. I'm about to get lit for literature, bitch. I came for the first time. I had no idea. I was like, why am I wet? I need this Judy Blume book. I read the shit out of that book. And there was always like that one kid that couldn't afford books, you know? We didn't know that. We were kids. We had I don't know his socioeconomic status. I'm just a kid. I think he can't read. All of us, we thought he couldn't read. We're like, Billy, fucking learn to read, brother. Fucking words, learn them. He's in prison now. So I guess he never really could read. It's okay, I'm dating him. I visit him every weekend and we read Judy Blume together. We just come together. It's not sad, it's wholesome. I'm doing my part. Anyways, yeah, this whole like Weight Watchers thing got started because there's this show on Amazon Prime called The Boys, and has anyone heard of it? Yeah, whatever. It's a lot of you guys can't afford Amazon Prime. Embarrassing. Get with the program. Get a password. I don't know. Fuck your way to it. Do what you gotta do. It's a show about superheroes who use their superpowers for just like legitimate reasons, so for bad things. And I thought about it and I was like, I'm not a basic bitch, you know? Like I wouldn't have like invisibility, fly, like who needs that? I would want to be a super hoe. I just want to travel the world, like fuck beautiful people, not work. I just want to be an Instagram influencer. And there was a time where I was 16 pounds lighter, fully plant-based, shitting 6 to 8 times a day, which is optimal. And I consider myself a wellness hoe, but it was pre-Instagram. So did I benefit? No. And now I'm tired. I'm just like a balanced bitch. So basically what that means is like, I'll drink a bottle of wine, but I make sure that it's organic, you know? And like, I play The Sims, which is nice wholesome game, but I like kill people I don't like in real life on that game. Mostly my mom, because of the slut shaming. Also like my coworkers. There's 2 of them there. Like, especially the one that like always tries to touch my hair. And the one that gets like super drunk at holiday parties and is like, I just want you to know that black people own slaves too. To which I say, good! Black owned business, bitch! Support fucking local! No, you can't touch my hair. And the newest thing I've been doing is I have been telling my Uber driver that I'm pregnant and that's why I'm throwing up. And they're super accommodating. It saves your rating. It's awesome. They like pull over. They give you a bag. It's awesome. And like I am pregnant, but like I am throwing up because I'm hungover. Okay, relax. I'm not pregnant anymore. I'm an adult. I'm a balanced bitch. Okay, well, you guys like the abortion joke at the end, so I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks so much for coming out. This is going to be a great show! I ruined this podcast. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, this is scary.
Yeah, you have to talk to us now.
I hope that I win something.
Are you still doing Weight Watchers? I've done it before, and
I do have the app. I like dabble.
I only liked Weight Watchers because I enjoyed the meetings because I would kill at Weight Watchers meetings. Like, I would do a 10-minute
Yeah, but
set.
there's no meetings anymore. It's all on the app. Yeah, you gotta like upload a photo.
Don't you have to weigh yourself and stuff?
Yeah, you have to upload your weight and like
No,
what you
well,
ate
you
all
could
day.
lie. You gotta go. You
No.
gotta physically get on that fucking scale and have another human being write it down.
Yes,
This is why all these kids are gonna be so fucked. You have it so easy. I used to have to like wait in line like a cow going to slaughter to get weighed. And then there'd always be like the person that weighs you was always somebody who successfully completed the program. And like, so you'd like walk up there and like you wouldn't be wearing jeans, you wouldn't be wearing anything heavy. And then you wouldn't have lost a pound, and then they'd always be like, you can do it next week. And you could punch them fucking in the face. Anyway, this is Weight Watchers. You are not being weight shamed enough for it to be
seems hard to troll.
You're not being weight
How do you
shamed.
troll?
How do you what?
How do you troll that? Like you can't. You gotta
Can you
troll
just-
it. Like you gotta. I don't know. I'm just in it for the likes and the laughs.
She was born after 1986. We do not relate. I love how you just threw that in there too. Oh, 1986. I wasn't even born. Fuck you, bitch. 81. This guy was born in the 70s. Bruh.
You didn't have to bring that into it. I mean, I was just sitting here
Does
fucking
that make
enjoying
you a
myself.
boomer?
That makes me,
No,
what
I'm
is
kidding.
it?
I know.
What am
I know
Gen?
what a boomer is. That was like actually me just trying to like.
Well,
Fuck with you,
how
man.
old does a boomer have to be?
I think it's like in the 50s.
I think I'm a boomer at heart. You know what I mean? Like I really feel like I am a very old man with very old ideas.
No, I think you're a Gen Xer.
Gen Xer.
And that's what your Helly Hansen
Is that what that says?
Yeah.
That's what that says.
Says
Is Gen X.
We both like watching Drag Race. Can you read Sean for us?
Oh my god.
The library is open.
Oh my god. I'm too scared.
Why?
I don't know.
She knows.
I'm
She knows how
typing
mean
this.
it has to be.
Can you read him? Can you read him, but with compliments?
Well, I did just call him a Gen Xer. I think that's a read within
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, and the Hilly Hansen thing, that's a Gen X. Apparently that's Gen X.
I'm a cusp.
You're a cusper?
There's no such thing as a cusp. You gotta choose a side, bitch.
I don't want to choose a side. I'm like 81, so I'm just in between. I'm technically a
What does
millennial, but I don't
Wikipedia
feel.
say?
I don't know. Wikipedia says 81 is technically
Be
a
with the
millennial.
millennials. We're cool.
Oh, but you're also kind of annoying. I mean, I love you all, and I think
That's our power!
That's our power. But this is the thing about it is like everybody when they're in their 20s thinks that they're gonna change the world and
No,
everything.
I never thought that.
But and that's like what it feels like. But then and then all of a sudden they are in their 30s and they're like, oh no, I got laid off 6 times in my 20s and blah blah blah. And then suddenly stuff like you don't care about paper straws anymore. You want a fucking plastic straw. Let me drink out of a fucking plastic straw. Sorry, I'm going crazy, but this is what happens. Even because I talked to my mom about like being in the 60s, they were all like, weren't you guys supposed to change the world? And then they didn't.
Yeah, Woodstock, Summer of '69, Peace and Love. And then you become an accountant at a reasonable firm, and you want your tax rate to be as low as possible, so you can send your kids to a reasonable college. That was sad, wasn't it?
This was real. Like, whoa.
Okay, let's talk
The ghost
about
of Christmas future.
the ghost of Christmas future.
What were we talking? Wait a minute. What did you put in your pussy? Was it a
It's a menstrual cup.
menstrual cup? Is that the same as a diva cup?
Yes, but I don't use the diva cup because I'm not a basic bitch.
Ooh.
Well, I guess I'm a basic bitch because I always got a diva in me. Always.
Yeah, but I am a diva. Like, I already have too much of that. Like, you know what I mean?
Do you ever? I put it in and I always listen to that. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. And then
Beyonce.
Don't do that, don't.
Beyonce makes you.
Beyonce makes me, put it in. Okay, wait. Menstrual cups, why? What do you want to know about them?
Well, what's the difference between a menstrual cup and a diva cup?
It's nothing. It's just a brand.
Oh, that's it?
She's just a pussy cup brand whore.
Yeah. Like, I'll take anything that's cheap.
But does one look better than the other? One's cooler than the other?
Who cares? It's all going up there anyways.
It's all going into your snifter, right?
Yeah.
I will say the diva cup has a very short pull tab. If you've ever seen them, they're like a little cup, but it has like a little nipple at the bottom. I've seen others that are longer, so it seems more
Mine was
convenient.
actually so long that I had to cut it.
Everybody's like, this is awful.
I was like,
this is worse
no.
than the cum and shit talking.
But do you ever tampon shame other women that are like still kicking it old school and putting paper in
Yes,
the
all the
puss?
time. All
Really?
the time.
It's environmentally not cool. Probably, I don't know.
And it's also just, I don't know. It's like,
It seems weird.
yeah, it does seem
Yeah,
weird.
it's like a diaper.
Yeah, you only wear a tampon when you want to ruin the plumbing at a Boston Pizza. Like that's what you do. If you get bad service at a restaurant, you go flush that tampon right away because they always have those signs: "Do not flush your feminine products." And then you're like, "Oh yeah, well this is my Yelp review." I'm
just
an evil
gave me
person.
so many ideas.
I know, right?
I'm
I'm a bad
going
person.
back to tampons for a night.
Wow.
She also talked about Judy Blume.
Oh, I love that.
Did you read Judy Blume as a boy?
Of course not. I'm a fucking idiot. Why would I read Judy Blume?
He couldn't read.
I couldn't read. And my parents couldn't afford, but I love that part of the joke. His parents couldn't afford books. Like they would have been like $4. We can't afford that shit. What are you buying in your real life that you're like, listen, son, you're gonna have to read the shit I wrote. You won't even read my books. I'm not buying you that fucking garbage. Read home books that your dad wrote. Most of them are pretty adult based, but you'd get the gist of it. I just thought that was weird, like fucking, just a douchebag parent, you know, to be like, do you think that kid wanted to read?
I don't know. I'm from New Brunswick, so there's a lot of math.
Oh, there's a lot of
That's where
math.
it started.
Yeah.
Did it start
New
there?
Brunswick for sure.
That's outside.
Around there, yeah.
It starts from that side of the country and moves its way west, I guess. I don't know. Heroin starts west
That's
and
the
goes east.
propaganda they sell you, Kathleen, here.
I believe it all. I want to exit.
Wax it!
But Judy Blume, which book was your favorite Judy Blume book?
The boob one. The Are You There? God, it's me, Margaret.
Yeah, that
She
one's
was
good.
like, I must increase my bust. And
Yeah.
I fucking did that every day.
I also personally loved Forever, and I'll let the audience know in something. That would be my masturbation material. Just that one sentence when they fuck. And that's it. And now I'm like, oh, you can just Google any porn? Fucking millennials!
Yeah!
Like, I had to read and imagine to masturbate. That's fucked up.
What was the sentence?
I can't. I'll have to find. I would love.
Okay, I would love to know what it is that you could just jerk off to in the middle of a Judy Blume book. So you're like, I must, and then you're like, okay, I will fucking get after my own pussy to that sentence. Halfway through chapter 3, you're just jiddling away.
It was about a girl losing her virginity. That's what
Yeah,
the
there
book
was
is about.
many books. There's like different levels.
Yeah,
I just like the boobs.
Yeah.
That was for me, but
Every girl loved Judy Blume.
yeah, she was the shit.
Yeah, she was the shit. She spoke to us.
She has a
before we were allowed
master
to talk.
class, everyone, if you're ever interested, if you want to become a YA author.
What's a master class?
It's like this weird like class that's always on Instagram. They have ads, and it's like weird celebrity people who are like, you can learn to be an actor, and it's like Helen Mirren's like, I will teach you acting, and you're like, yeah, she's like for $14.99 a month, and it's like fucking Helen Mirren, and you're like, this will work, like.
Is it a streaming service?
Yeah, there's like a Gordon Ramsay one my uncle bought. Oh, I should have said that on the podcast, but it's not gonna work, man.
Did he learn how to cook from it?
No, I don't think so.
He just learned how
but
to
he bought it.
call people, you pig! That's what
It's just, you idiot son!
It's just, you learn how to yell at terrified people.
My favorite episode of a Gordon Ramsay thing is there was a guy who clearly was mentally challenged, and he was just next to a wok doing this. He was like stirring something in a wok, and he was staring at the camera, and you just hear a Gordon Ramsay's voice. Gordon Ramsay's not in the room, but Gordon Ramsay's narrating this part of it, and it's just a mentally challenged guy going like this, and Gordon Ramsay goes, all he's got to do is not burn the veg, but he's a fucking idiot.
That's real.
That was real. He said, all he's got to do is not burn the veg, but he's a fucking idiot.
But what?
It's pretty fun.
That was like, did you see, there are offended people in
It
this
was
room right now.
pre-2017,
Yeah.
so he didn't get canceled.
It was okay. It was okay.
And it was his character, right?
But it's his character.
Anyways,
It's on everybody.
I love when he's on the kids show and you think he's gonna like yell at a kid and then he's just like,
he's so nice on that.
that was the best casserole I've ever had. Like he looks so angry, like he's just ripped this kid's head off and he's like, those Rice Krispie squares were the greatest. Like it's,
And he cries. He's like, you touched my heart.
oh stop. Oh, I don't want to. Who cries at Top Chef Kids or whatever that show's called?
I fucking cry.
You cry at that
Yeah,
show?
fucking
Oh,
cry every time.
I just love it when a kid goes home crying. That's my favorite when they're like, I wanted to stay.
Oh, no, that actually is funny.
It is funny!
When they're the asshole kid. The
Yeah.
whole time there's like, yeah, I'm actually the best.
Yeah,
so-
cocky little
And then
home
they're
chef,
like,
8 years
I don't
old.
understand what happened. And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. That's life, dude. Like, welcome.
Welcome to the real world, motherfucker. You get to scratch a scratchy. We have stocking stuffers, naughty or nice left.
Okay,
Which
obviously
one?
I'm picking naughty.
I knew she was gonna pick naughty.
Take naughty.
So wait, how do I, wait,
You scratch it and then you win.
I don't have
You I love that explanation. How do you scratch
Are
it
these
and you
all
win?
winners?
I hope so.
I don't think so. But children are all delusional, right? Like kids are, doesn't matter if they're on Top Chef. Like my kid will be like, Dad, why am I not on the A team? And I'm like, you're one of the worst fucking players that I've ever seen. Like he's on the E team. He's on the E team. There's a D and a C and a B before he gets to the team that he thinks he's justified to be on. There's 60 children between him and his dreams. And he's like, what, Dad, why am I not in the A team? Are you out of your fucking mind? So can you imagine him on that show? I make really good tacos. No, you don't. It's just fucking salsa.
I would love to see a kid just bring in a rotisserie chicken from Costco and be like, "Bloop, did it. Look what I made. Did you win?
No.
Is it
This
naughty?
is actually fucking horseshit.
Well, I mean, imagine how we feel every week, losing this every week. I'll double check, because someone should double check.
Look at my
this.
finger! This was not worth it!
Yeah, she did not win. There is an online. There
This
is.
is on my jeans, bitches!
I'm so glad you joined us. Oh yeah, you wrecked your jeans.
Oh man.
Well, I guess.
Jim?
You know what?
We're trading
Here.
because you won $2. So
Yeah,
I
you
get that.
take the $2 one. You didn't mess your pants. She did. So
Okay.
you did it. We loved
Oh
having
wait,
you.
am I still on? Sorry.
You're still on.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah. Now I don't know. Now we gotta move on.
I'm like, this is actually very peak millennial. I'm just like, I'm over it. Like, I fucking lost.
That is a very. I'm over it. That is.
Like, I'm
That
just
should
like,
be.
what is the point, like, of continuing?
Yeah.
Yeah, with life
Or just this? Like with life in general?
I don't know. You guys are older. Give me something to live for.
Boy, oh boy. Your future, I mean,
We've both been trying to die for so long.
every time I jump off a bridge, I land in fucking sand. I'm just trying to hit a river one day. But every fucking time it's just wet sand and I'm just, boom, up we go. Still alive. And then dogs are licking my face for fucking
Oh my god, that sounds
3
beautiful.
weeks. It's not a bad way to go. Like your whole body goes in, including your arms. You're just a neck and then dogs come by and lick your face. Yeah, so that's how so you got that to look forward to. If you try to end your life regularly.
Which, if you're gonna stay in the stand-up comedy world, you will try.
Okay.
This is great. We're having a lot of fun here right now. Dying. We're just an honest podcast.
I just love how this lost its energy as soon as she realized her pants were dirty. Like, it was pretty fun before that. We were getting along great. And then as soon as she realized she had dirty pants, she was like, what the fuck's the
Because
point?
I have to do laundry.
What
and
are we
I'm like,
even
that's effort.
doing here? They're black. You can get that out with a fucking handkerchief.
Whoa, you don't have to get into race here.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Did you know black people owned pants too?
You're gonna.
They deserve pants!
You know what? Why don't you ask Sean if you can touch his hair?
Why the fuck
I
would
don't
you want
wanna
to touch?
touch his
Why are
hair.
you doing this to me?
I
Turning me
touch-
into a
Wait,
puppet.
can I
Why don't you
touch- can I
criticize
touch your
Sean?
beard?
Touch his hair.
Can I touch your beard?
Make his
Sean?
pants dirty.
Yeah.
Sure, it's wispy. That's a white man's beard.
Honestly, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's like, I think that you condition and you don't want people to know.
I use like regular hair conditioner on it sometimes. I'll do the full thing.
Like a lion.
All the hair, like a lion.
Yeah,
Like
he
a
makes the
lion.
face. He's like,
Yeah, I do. I lick the back of my hand, and then I do that for an
actually,
hour.
that's really, that's a sight to be seen.
That is a boomer move. That's straight boomer, licking the back of your hand.
Well, yeah.
Sorry about your pants.
It's okay.
And of course, a boomer would only use the same shampoo. Like a
A
millennial
head
would
and
have like
shoulders 2-in-1 for
they
sure.
have a mustache cream and a beard cream, and yeah, they care about their appearance.
Well, you know what? Mike's on a tight schedule.
All right.
Yeah, he's gotta go. He's drinking water.
He's drinking. That's how fucking crazy he is. Well, thanks a lot, Natasha. That was hilarious. Thank you so much. Very, very funny. She made fun of us and it still worked. You know why? Because the audience hates us. Who's our next guest, Kathleen? I'll do this one. This guy, he's one of the, he just came back from a was it Canada? Yes. Cross Canada tour. This guy is just hilarious. You guys are gonna love him. Please make some noise for the hilarious Mike Lynch, everybody.
Give it up for the part of the show that's not going to be as good as this part of the show. Everybody, give it up for him, or don't. All right, nice golfy claps. Always makes you feel welcome. Boys and girls, and person getting the fuck out of here. Okay, it's great. 2 Girls, 1 Cup was mentioned. My favorite film. Sean hasn't seen the film before because he's making references that weren't true. So me and Sean are gonna watch the film together after the show. And he's gonna get surprised that there's not just semen in 2 Girls, 1 Cup, isn't he? Yeah, probably. Anyway, they covered that. We don't need to cover that right now. All right. Okay, I do comedy. I told my parents I was gonna do comedy for a living. I got Newfoundland parents. That doesn't go amazing. It doesn't. The only person in my family that supported my dreams was my grandfather. And he's like this hardcore Newfie man. And he's like, Michael boy, well, you always had a natural talent for disappointing your grandfather. I'm like, but Pap, comedy's my dream. Don't you want me to follow my dreams? He goes, follow your dreams in your sleep, you lazy shagger. Okay? He had 10 mouths to feed and he was a tradesman. He wasn't listening to my dreams. Right? He goes, Michael boy, you need to trade. You know, I was a pipe fitter. Said your wife had 10 kids, I dare say you were a pipe fitter. Dirty fuck. Alright, joke number 1, it's okay. It's good. So I moved, you know, you can't just stay in Newfoundland if you want to do comedy as a career, right? You gotta go to Alberta for sure. And I moved west. I was like, I'm gonna go west. And I found out the West is not the same as the West Coast. Those are 2 different things. One's beautiful, one's, well, not beautiful. And I went there for the first time not too long ago in BC. They're like, oh, you're gonna be blown away by the mountains. And like, I've only been to Newfoundland and Alberta, so I was blown away by the pavement. They paved the fucking, they like maintain and everything. Like when something goes wrong, there's new road there all the time. And like where I'm from, right, there's a pothole, you just toss some rocks in there and hope nobody notices. Then you got a pothole with just rocks scattered around it, like. Right, but in BC, if someone spills a latte on the street, the city's like, time for a makeover! And they just do it up, and then you drive back to Alberta, and then, you know, you get out of those big old mountains, and there's like trucks like almost as high as them. 6 feet. I don't know what their beef is with the ground. Just dudes getting in their truck, just. This pavement's a little too black for my liking. But that's why I want to tell Albertans, like, having stickers on the back of your truck doesn't, you know, make you look that much more manly, you know what I mean? Like, they'll have fox stickers and silhouettes of a naked woman, which are trying to tell their fellow driver, hey, I'm not gay! Or you think I'm gay? Take a load of my fucking sticker collection. You think gays drink Monster Energy drink? Fuck no. My buddy was driving me one time, and this big shiny new truck cuts us off, and on the back of his truck it said, I love yoga pants. I'm like, buddy, if you knew what I were wearing right now, you'd treat me with a lot more respect. I was wearing yoga pants. I just really fucked up the grammar of those words. If you know what I were wearing. I'm from Newfoundland, I'm an ESL student. If you knew I were wearing pants. It's wearing yoga pants. My buddy got road rage, right? He flips out at Buddy, pokes his head out the window and goes, hey, buddy, you got a small dick. Right? He's one of these people who believes if you drive something nice, your dick is small. He's like, women can see right through that. I'm like, can women see through your mom's 2005 Toyota Echo? Because this doesn't give off big dick energy either. It's winter time. We're sliding all over the roads, just doing 30. I don't think women would see this, checking us out, just like, look. 4 all-seasons and 2 studs. Slow down, big cock. I'll give you a few slippery road conditions. Fuck yeah. I'm not the manliest Newfoundlander. I actually used to work at Victoria's Secret, the lingerie shop. Swear to fuck. I swear to God. Because my buddies, right, we thought it'd be hilarious if I walked in with a resume and applied for a job, right? And Victoria's Secret thought it'd be hilarious to give me one. And for a laugh, I took it, right, just for a laugh. But after a week of working at Victoria's Secret as a man, the joke gets old. Now you're just a man working at Victoria's Secret. So after a year, I quit, right? That was it. And people think you're gay when you work at Victoria's Secret. I don't know if you knew that. Which is odd, right? You see a fellow working at a sporting goods store, you're like, oh, look, buddy's a fan of sports. People saw me surrounded by women, they're like, oh, look, buddy's a fan of cocks up his arse, look. I just newfied that up way too hard. Just because I folded panties didn't mean I wanted to wear them. I didn't want to. But a good discount's a good discount, so I'll wear them anyway. My buddy heard I was working at Victoria's Secret. He goes, Victoria's Secret? That sounds pretty gay. Like, sounds gay? I'm like, buddy, you work offshore on a ship full of seamen. That sounds gay. Don't talk to me about sounds. But some people thought it was the best job in the world. Like, my uncle comes up, right? Hardcore newfie, just like my grandfather, right? He's like, buddy, that must be wicked. Getting to look at nothing but bras all the time. I was like, listen, man, they don't come with tits. Like, I like boobs too, but I don't like things that hide them. When a woman's top comes off, I'm like, oh, look at the strapless semi-demi on that bitch. Fold the shit out of her laundry. So thank God I didn't get aroused just by being in the place, right? That'd be a distraction from my work, right? Because a man working at Victoria's Secret, there's working hard, and then there's working hard. And that one gets you fired, okay? And you have to explain that in your next job interview, right? I don't know, they just fired me for working too hard. I don't know what their problem was. I was helping everyone out, right? Pointing them out in the right direction. I shouldn't have dry humped just then, but I did. People assumed I was a creep, right? I was, but don't assume, that's rude. All my coworkers were given like the little tape measure to give fittings. They wouldn't give me one. So I had to do it the old-fashioned way, just 34D. They freak out. Like, I didn't ask for a size. I was just looking for my wife. Have you seen her? No, but great tits. I wish I got the job before I took off my first bra. Like, I fucked that up the first time. As a young man, I thought bras would be simple, like a piece of Velcro or a little snappy button. No, these little micro hooks. Sometimes 3 and 4 on one bra, you wouldn't know but titties were bags of cement. Right, so I was a young fella, right, I reached my hand up, my girlfriend's top, right, and suddenly I just found myself forever just trying to crack the codes. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, just tickling your back? But now I'm a wizard with bras after working at Victoria's Secret. You kidding me? Just take that shit off my mind. My girlfriend will be there, just, oh, where'd it go? I'll be like, is this what you're looking for? Still can't make her come yet, but if anyone knows where I gotta work to figure that out, let me know. I still try my best, right? Try like I used to take out bras for the first time, just You know what? That's as good as that bit gets, I'm not gonna lie. The act out. Just saying on that. Alright, I didn't know I was supposed to get her light or anything. Is that whatever I want? Jeez. Someone too much freedom, Kathleen. Alright. Well, I gotta get going now, I guess. Wish I finished up better, guys. Give it up for Kathleen and Sean!
They have a lot of secrets.
That's true.
Mike didn't want us to grill him because he knew the truth was going to come out.
People don't want to be on podcasts because they know that something might slip out.
Well, they know that they're out of their comfort zone and the other two people are like just bullshitting and then they can look stupid so easily.
Jim and Natasha fell for it.
Natasha's got dirty pants.
She's got dirty pants. All right, well, I guess that's been a long enough podcast.
Oh yeah, we have a shirt. But this shirt can only go to the person it fits the shittiest. So what is this? This is a man's large.
Man's large. And it's designed by, what's the name? Beer Lake Beauty. He designed this for us. Sean.
It's kind of cute and fun.
Sean tried to get a design and it was awful, and then we finally.
Oh, that's right.
Tell the story.
You guys ever tried to get some graphic work done on Fiverr.com?
Don't do
Holy
it.
Shit. I don't know who the fuck I was dealing with when I paid $20 and I asked for like a dead young bear, which is, probably a strange request on the old Fiverr.com. But one guy took my money. He's like, oh yeah, $25, sure. And then every conversation we had after that was broken English. Like all of a sudden he could barely speak English and I'm like, this isn't gonna turn out great. And then he's like, here you go, here's your 3 options. And it was all living older bears in party hats.
It was so bad. It looked like it was for like
birthday party hats.
Nursery in the 90s. Like it was
they
so
looked really
bad.
Why is it called Dead Baby Bear?
Oh, why is it called
yeah.
Dead Baby Bear? Have we ever said that on the podcast?
I think we have, yeah, we've talked about
Do
it.
it now? Okay, in case
Do
you guys...
it now.
Should you tell it?
Well, I mean, it's a stupid story. It
not
really is dumb. We were driving home from a gig in Kelowna, I think.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we looked off to the side and it was a baby bear and we were like, oh, it's a cute... And then it was dead. As we drove by, we could tell it was clearly dead. And Kathleen was crestfallen. I handle animal deaths much better than her. I really do. For a second I was like, oh, fuck. And then I just got back to my normal life. Immediately. I didn't change. My mood wasn't even altered slightly. But Kathleen was in tears. And then things got brighter, right? 2 hours later, Kathleen was back on track. She was laughing, having a great time. And then every time she would laugh, I would say, dead baby bear. And then she would be back in tears. So she would go from like laughing to crying over and over again.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is, laughing to crying over and over again.
That's really what it is. Laughing to tears. Some people walked out, some people didn't, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I'm glad we walked someone. And thank you for staying.
I'm glad someone had such a shitty time
Yeah.
that they decided to come and then leave early.
Well, they didn't pay for it, so whatever.
That's true.
I'm an awful person.
I'll never stop thinking
That's what
about it.
I've learned today. I don't know if we won on this one either.
Probably a loser.
I swear to God, if we don't ever win on a scratchy, you're supposed to just scratch and win.
So who do you think should get this? This is up to Kathleen.
It's up to me. First of all, does anybody want it?
I think it should go to somebody that it's going to be huge on.
Yeah, is there somebody that wears an extra small in the room tonight?
Or because that's what millennials are missing.
No.
Is millennials? It should be funny for millennials to wear super loose clothing.
It is. There's girls that do that. They're called Visco girls.
Visco?
Yeah, it's awful.
What?
They wear like shirts that are way too big, and they wear scrunchies up their arm, and they care about the environment, and they always have a bottle. I found
you said
this.
care about the environment like it was also stupid.
I'd never heard of these people, and then I saw something on Reddit, like I don't know what a Visco girl is, and I'm too scared to ask. And then I searched it, and I went down an awful rabbit hole. It is just, if there's any of you here tonight, I'm sorry, but change it up. Don't do that anymore. So
Actually, don't change it up. Wear this shirt.
Okay, How are we gonna give it away?
We'll give it away after the show because it'd be too weird to bring people up one by one and measure their armpits. What are we gonna fucking start measuring their body? That's disgusting. Sorry, you're 34. This isn't gonna be as funny as a 32.
I'm so mad Mike didn't come on because I wanted to know if he could guess my bra size.
Oh.
Next time.
Guess your bra size. That's not easy to do, is it?
No, I don't think most men could do it because they'd be like, 12 triple F.
Don't make it sound that dumb. I think you're a 36A.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. I appreciate
What are bra sizes? What's a biggie? What's a big set?
I think they go up to the letter K.
Double
Look at these guys. He's gonna go search for K-size tits on. Right now, he's looking them up.
Fuck. Those would be in a wheelbarrow. You'd have to carry those around in a wheelbarrow.
That's not pleasant. It's not
pleasant. You don't
pleasant.
need a bra. You just need a big bucket.
That's the girl that like people want to watch play basketball in junior high.
But only in junior high.
Only in junior high.
Once you hit 35, everybody was like, stop playing basketball.
Your titties are terrifying. Terrifying. They left early because they don't want to win the t-shirt.
I think they're going to Spotlight. See, this is what I was fucking talking about. Now a mass exodus to Spotlight Cabaret ensues while we slowly fucking grind to a halt up here.
Exactly. I want to do this again.
This was a lot of fun. I had fun.
Did you actually have a good time?
You never know.
Oh, cool. Would you come again? Oh my God, that's just...
Never ask that.
Next time you come, bring 2 friends with you, please. So.
Don't ever say that. Like, did you guys have fun? Yeah. And then, would you come again? Because what if 3 stopped clapping?
Can you come? Should I say, can you come again?
Can you come again?
Can you come again?
Yeah, give me 3 hours. Give me 6 hours.
We'll do this again.
Millennial.
This is how we're gonna make money one day. Trust us. Maybe not.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out,
That was
everybody.
a
Give it up
strong
for
end.
the people you saw tonight.
Yeah.
Mike Lynch, Natasha, Myles, Jim Kerr.
Give it for
Very
Jim
funny
Kerr
stuff.
for producing.
Yeah.
And give it for Natasha and Jim for producing this amazing show. It's
great.
still a stand-up show. We're not taking over every month, so always come back to 9910. And thank you,
But yeah,
9910,
thanks
for
coming,
having
everybody.
us.
Take care. Have a great night. Thank you.